Hello everybody, Jacques here with Rebuilding Faith. I'm going to demo how we can select our own translation, navigate the Bible, and search. I know oftentimes we have our favorite, our preferred Bible translation, and we want to be able to take advantage not only of that, but of being able to compare different versions and being able to do smart searches. So without further ado, let's take a look. So if I'm diving in to read the Bible, say I click this icon here, and I'm looking at Psalm 23 today, so I'm diving into this, and I sure am curious to know if it's different at all in any other translations. So in my case, I'm going to select that first verse, and then I can go in the action bar to the compare section, and I can see what other translations have to say. My default translation is NLT, and you can see there I've got AMP, NET, New King James, and the Message version. And that is such an impactful way to read scripture and to dive into how it's been interpreted differently. So let's set ourselves up for success. I'm going to close that and deselect my verse. And I'm going to go up to the top right hand side here, and I'm going to go to Preferences. And this is where you can select your default translation. You can set yourself up to be able to compare translations, select your favorites, and download for offline mode. So a couple of things there. When you choose to download a translation, it enables you to do smart searches against that translation, as well as having access to that in offline mode. So super helpful if you're traveling and you still want to be able to engage with it, or if you're like me and you like doing smart searches all the time. If I deselect these hearts, they're going to disappear from my my translations. Okay, so say I want them to come back. Well, I can scroll down here and select them, can heart there, and bring them back. Okay, now you'll see I've got two downloaded here, the NET and the NLT. That's going to allow that smart search, and my heart here on NLT makes it my preferred translation. So now that you've selected the translation that you like and you've set it up to be able to compare by selecting this compare icon there, you've downloaded the ones you want for smart search, you are good to go. Let's test out the smart search feature. I want to search for, let's say, shepherd. If I could spell right, there we go, shepherd. You can see that the word shepherd is used here in 115 verses throughout Scripture. So just like that, I'm able to dive in and discover how the Bible references that word. If I click on the book icon here, I can also sort by this to see, like, let's see what when John used shepherd, and it turns out every single time he uses the word shepherd, it's Jesus speaking. So Jesus has a lot to say about being the good shepherd. Okay. Another cool thing you could do, if I said type in the love of God, you can see it also brings up my notes and anything that might be related. And you can see some related searches here, love godliness and love God. So if I select love godliness, it's going to pull up all the verses. Here you can see there's two that contain both love and godliness. And then it'll sort through and give me one at a time, where love is part of the story and where godliness is part of the story. All right, well, that's a tutorial on how to download translations and dive into the smart search features, as well as just exploring different ways to navigate the Bible. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.